People are familiar with the whole concept of vertical integration. I know Maersk is, where essentially everything's under one roof. So I'm going to use them as an example because they came out with their statement late last year that they were going to switch to being more of a landside or end-to-end supply chain solutions company, meaning they want you to put the box on the ship, then they want you to use their terminal, their trucker, their warehouse, et cetera, right? But the fact is that we live in a very fragmented industry. As I said, the average truck fleet, 6 trucks. So, and you have here 12 terminals, the international container terminals. You have, more than a dozen steamship lines that call on these ports. This is one. It's the biggest quagmire, but this is just one complex. So the whole concept of virtual integration. How does it look like it's an integrated enterprise level solution to the customer, but allowing the sums of the parts to become greater than what they were? Because going back to this whole payment aspect, one of the biggest delays is the fact that you have to keep sharing information, validating information. So if Caesar and I are working together, right, and I say, okay, Caesar, I got 100 loads for you this week, and he goes, that sounds great, Weston, because right now there's no loads coming in and out of the port. Glad you found those 100. And I say, okay, so here's what the line haul is going to be. It's going to be $100, right? Because that's unrealistic. So we're just going to use something.
Very low.
We're going to use round numbers, right? We're going to use round numbers.
Very low.
Right, well,
Let's show high rates.
Yeah, no, I'm just using round numbers. I'm not a mathematician, so there needs to be just zeros. So let's say it's a $100 line haul rate, and then we're going to use a 20% fuel surcharge. So now we're at $120, and we're going to have a $35 a day chassis, and so on and so forth, right? And if we're connected, let's say he uses Port Pro, right? So and we're connected with Port Pro and all that's in there. He completes it. MasterCard processes the payment with paid cargo. He's factored up to the wazoo with Orange commercial credit, and guess what? Instantaneously he can get paid because we've got all of the technology there. However, the way that it really works in most cases is he sends me an email that's got a PDF invoice, and then it goes to somebody, tries to validate all of it, and then they're like, I can approve 60% of this, but I don't have the documentation for 40% of this, and he's like, what the F? Like, I just want to get paid. And then the person that's auditing is going, what the F? I just want this paperwork. That can all be solved just by having folks come together and creating this process of virtual integration, where for everybody, it looks like you're on one big team from one shipment to the next, but you don't have to all be part of the same company or umbrella and all on the same system.